Yo. Check out this background scenery, baby. Is that a little waterfall in the back? Can't figure out how to turn it on. But... Sex Pistols, baby. $30. Zippo Sex Pistols. It didn't come with fluid. You think it would for that price, but let's pick some up at CVS. A lot of it, actually. Check how much lighter fluid I got for like $3. $3.33, motherfucker. What you know about that? Yeah. Yeah, that lighter fluid shit. That's gonna last me all year. My whole life. Here we go. Got my dreads. A little bicycle foam in it. But here we go. I always wanted to be a lunch lady. As you can see, I've accomplished that. Little feet. So, what we're going to tell you today. Another special treat for you all. I'm really treating you a little too special. But, it's another little piece I wrote in jail. It took me exactly 7.77 seconds to write. It's called Secrets Beyond the Seventh Seal. And I wrote it when I woke up from a dream, like the last one, Sheltered Christians. If you watched that video, which you should, watch all my videos. If you care about anything in this life. Here we go. Secrets Beyond the Seventh Seal. Take one. God has the technology to creatively teach humanity everything that we may need to believe so easily. We want to learn true history by watching HD TV screens with DMT imagery of a Vatican video library. We are waiting patiently for God to defy gravity and send every human being into the sky with unity. And this is where God will reveal secrets beyond the seventh seal. Tongues confess and knees will kneel that the God of love and light is real. Yet without darkness, light has no purpose, and vice versa. It is your curse to learn of this until you have experienced every single consequence. None of your common sense is adequate for deliverance. Thank you. Another little surprise for you. Once again, a little prose piece for you pros. It's called Hydrohypocrites. Take one. Acid, arachnid, spray to seed to infect the masses, fascist alliances, force the weak to do what the man says. And taxes, support his evil plans, his violent tactics, train men, assassins, skilled enough to fly after glasses. Psychiatrists prescribe the shit that the criminals of war get. Hypocrites would never inject this into their kids, because they know the side effects is worse than the shit they got diagnosed with. Death row, logistics, inside the brain chemistry of your children. So it's so super sick. Super sane, super sick. Triple six microchips infiltrating the world population, encrypted hieroglyphs depicting spherical spaceships, witches' sticks, crucifix carved from the same tree of deliverance. Fictitious religions are actually based on hallucinations. Wow. As the blood penetrates the water, ruby red is rising higher. My purposeful desire is truth, the truth of our existence, humanity's persistence, the root of our resistance is fruit, knowledge of good and evil, 6 serpents on the steeple, self-serving Christian people is proof. It's proof we were designed with the will to turn away, igniting life's decline as technology invades, deciding to synthesize our modern age. Pharisees! I don't know if you know about this little tidbit of information, infotainment. Biafra created infotainment, the word, like Shakespeare, created lonely. Nevertheless, Ask the Pastor has a little number you can call in and ask any question you want to a panel of 5, 6, 7 pastors. They always throw in a black pastor just so they don't seem racist. And the host is black too. Regardless of that fact, I called in to TCT Network a few days ago, 3 to be precise, and I told them the question I was going to ask was, if God says He is righteous and just to forgive us of all our sins if we truly repent, how come there's still an unforgivable sin as mentioned in the Gospels? And they thought that was a good question. I did too, but that was actually a lie, because the real question I asked was, what would a modern-day Pharisee look like? Quite frankly, I think it would look like suits and ties that cost over $300 that you have over 100 pairs of in your fucking closet. Your little wardrobe, bitch. A warlord wardrobe in this shit. And I quite frankly said, TCT Network is home to the biggest amount of brood of vipers I have ever seen in my entire life. Brood of vipers. Brood of vipers. It's exactly what Jesus called the scribes and Pharisees. I described those fuckers perfectly, and the whole network heard that shit, but unfortunately they edited everything out that I said in my phone call conversation, and the guy talked over me pretty much the whole time. But I talked loud enough for everyone to hear, and at least that affected them for a while and completely thunderstruck them to death. And I ended the phone call conversation by saying, I'll see you in hell, and hung up. But, anyway, should all call in and ask the pastor and ask those same questions or some new questions you might think of on the spot by yourself while you're masturbating, which is all there is to do in jail is masturbate and sleep, so good thing they give you some thick blankets to absorb all that cum and semen. Did I mention I bust a lot of semen on a Lvnch's cleavage and leave it there until she's screaming and fiending for a legion of demons being unleashed on the scene and eating your fetus till the motherfucking last heartbeat is for Jesus. Last little piece I have for you all today. Kind of a long post, but I got enough time. It's called, what is it called? What should I call this little piece? It's my newest masterpiece, so it should be called, oh, it's called Strict on My Honor. Alright. Strict on my honor, I'm not the imposter. I shot the cops, helicopter on top of pyramids in Gaza. I'm a kamikaze katana, Illuminati piranha, mafia anaconda. I'm a catatonic psychotic, you want the chronic, I got it, and my product is spotted. Purple pyramidically and demonically dotted. Circle psychochemistry and cryptonically exotic, subsonic, bubonic, plate tectonics, scoring hydroponics. Encrypted codes and circuit boards and hieroglyphs on microchips. I'll inject a guy with insecticide and mystify a dragonfly. I'll circumcise a nervous guy and circumcise and pesticide. Flacidix on acid trips and mesosplis and cascas dipped in kerosene with heresy and embarrassing the chronic beans. I'm wearing jeans and scaring teens addicted to amphetamines. I have leprosy and hepatitis C, meth virus in my gingivitis teeth with genetically infected genes. Now I'm slithering like a serpent in the Garden of Eden. You best be believing the meaning of semen seeping in between your vagina and leaving you screaming till you're feeding for a legion of demons be leashed on the scene and eating your fetus so the motherfucking last hour beat us for Jesus. Now I'm leaving you squeamish to proceed in my penis, but it doesn't take a genius to fucking swallow the semen. I'm out. I should talk a little bit more. What else is there to say? Fuck. Stole some flowers from Easttown Cafe. Got some deep-fried magic mushrooms. Best deep-fried magic mushrooms in town, motherfucker. Did I mention I ate a half an ounce of completely dark blue and purple twisted stem capped this long each, 3 of them, with just the same amount of shake in the bag as there was full mushrooms. Half an ounce for my first time. Quite possibly could have been a full ounce. I'm not sure. He sold to me as an eighth for $35 on front. A guy named Brian from the Offbeats. Hottest punk rock band ever to hit Grand Rapids besides another terrorist organization and Duck Bomb. But quite frankly, it's a little too much for your first time because Brian was like, wow, you must be tripping a lot to take this many mushrooms at once. And I'm like, no, it's my first time. Got a crazy look in his eye. And they said, look, Josiah, it's not possible to overdose on mushrooms because they're natural and you'll be safe, but just realize that everyone at that party loves you. You'll be okay. Everyone loves you. So he took me back to that party, and like 2 hours later, I'm taking off all my clothes, strip down to my long underwear, white long underwear, and start walking around the house, holding my finger up, saying, I need to get out of this house, I need to go to the hospital, I need water, someone please help me. And then Chris from the Offbeats, the bass player, was like, dude, what'd you eat? What'd you take? What's wrong? You know, I was like, dude, I took and ate the mushrooms, which was really like half an ounce to an ounce, but he was like, oh shit, your eyes are completely dilated. I cannot see anything but dilation. Can I spit some beats for you? You want to rap? And I'm like, yeah, that'll help. Couldn't rap at all. Ended up in the basement seeing transparent black and white Dead Kennedys logos floating all around this brick room with a nasty mattress and a fucking wet cement floor with a fucking flickering light bulb hanging from the middle, and I was fucked, you know. And then all of a sudden I closed my eyes, and every little white speck you see when you close your eyes zoomed in and turned to complete neon Roy G. Biv stars in an interlocking vortex that I was falling down for all of eternity, and Lucifer was talking to me. You want to know what he said? Of course you do. Can you handle it? No. Will you believe it? I don't know. Don't know if I believe it to this day. However, this is what he said.
You know why you always want to save the world? Well, the one who has to die for them is you. And I was like, fuck.
For about 3 hours, everyone in the entire planet came to me in the dream and said, are you okay? What's wrong? You need water? Tim the Bum came to me, said, here's a quarter, man. I told you I'd pay you back. I was like his bank. I gave him like $10, $20, all my change every time he saw me. And somehow he always knew the amount of money I had on me. He's like, Zeph, call me Zeph. Zeph, can I borrow $5? I'm like, Tim, how the fuck did you know I have exactly $5 in my wallet? I don't know, Zeph. I don't know. But anyway, that's how it went down. And for some reason, the emotional comfort I received from the entire world trying to help me and give me water and shit. By the way, the entire party that I didn't know anyone at was downstairs talking to me in the midst of this, even though I was completely unaware that I was still in the same room and didn't realize I had eyes or a body anymore because I was traveling through universal consciousness being taught by alien warlords. But anyway, turned to blue flames, and like I said, everyone came to me in the flames, and yeah, and 3 hours later I snapped out of that. You know, went to heaven for about 15 minutes, and then smoke was rising from people's shoulders. Alex from HIV and my guardian that I now have, Miranda, that she got me off of injections of antipsychotics that I got injected in my butt cheeks with. Been off it for about 4.5 months now, and it's going to take like a year to get out of my system, but I feel great. Natural serotonin and dopamine is the best natural drug that you can ever experience. But regardless, I learned how powerful nature was, and the world is definitely run on a fucking hallucinogenic run fantasy planet by the Illuminati and Freemasons. And you're wondering how they make microchips. Basically, it's preschoolers tripping on shit ton of DMT being taught by aliens and the Illuminati as the Freemasons masturbate to it. So this has been your little informative platoon of parlay. I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request, princess. Little precious princess. What should I end this on? 14 minutes and 44 seconds? I think so. Good little experience. 1, 4, 4, 4. 3 4s is very good. 3 4 is 7. 1 7 is still 7. So guess what? So about 44 more seconds and this video will be over. Please watch my other videos and fucking subscribe, will you? I only have 2 subscribers right now. What the fuck is with that, dude? For real? Where'd my cigarette go? Whatever. I'm gonna smoke another one. Fuck. I light it with my goddamn punk rock. Old school England punk rock. Marble menthol smooth, baby. But anyway. Oh, we're almost there. I gotta get this right on this time. Okay, here we go. Thank you all for watching. Please comment very controversially. I'm trying to be the king of controversy here. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3.